we're back with FTG episode 41. And right now, as of recording,
Yes.
Gika na natag D23 Expo.
And there's a lot of things happening,
cinema
right?
is
with
once again,
the Disney event.
cinema is once again dying.
Yeah, cinema is healing. We've got the
Oh,
Queen
no.
dead, and we got Splatoon 3 coming out, which is great, and we have a lot of things, Marvel and Assassin's Creed. So yeah, there's this is basically what we're gonna talk about in this episode.
Also, I wanted to
So,
talk
yeah.
about kay last time wala pa kakakita Rings of Power, so Tiny's here. Say hi, Tines.
Hey, Thirdy.
What's up, Tiny?
Rings of Power, right?
Yeah, a cameo. Yeah, did you like Galadriel?
No, wala pa siya kakakita.
She's okay, I guess.
So apparently you guys have
She's
a
always
schedule.
on a boat. That's why.
So okay, so before we get to D23, which is like a lot of topics, can we talk just a little of Rings of Power? Like, how much have you seen of it now?
Let's see. I've been to. I finished episode 2, but I haven't seen episode 3 yet.
Yeah, so I don't know. It was
So-
essentially you saw the episodes from the premiere, which were like the exposition episode, and the second one, which was more like moving forward na siyang a story. Yeah.
And I have a question. Like, is that
But
Gandalf?
I am like Morag. The forums are like, I think the obvious thing is that he's Gandalf. That's why Nadjo siya Hobbit fetish. Like Morag. He's like, sige siya Morag. Oh, I know that we can just ask hobbits to do anything, but some are guessing that
Yeah.
it's Sauron, which I think is like antithetic.
It is also like it also makes sense, right? Like lore-wise, yeah, he was the one who like created his own he has his own like agenda when creating the rings,
Yeah.
and then he's supposed to have like a hands-on experience, but during the creation process, right? So maybe it could be Sauron, or maybe is Saruman around?
Mo nang
Is
akong
he
guess.
still-
Maybe it can be Saruman, but I think they're casting like he looks way younger than Ian McKellen, so like maybe they can say that if this is in the same continuity, this can be like a young Gandalf na ang beginning niya into the world kay. Like I'm pretty sure na they want the katong si Harfoot, si Nori, to be right about her guess. Like there must be a reason why he came here to us, and then oh okay
Yeah.
So we want her to be right about it because everyone is telling her that she's wrong. So I think
Or they could, they could pull a 180 on us, and it's actually Sauron.
I think ma-change
Yeah,
ang
and
imong
then-
mind by the time you get to episode 3. Kay kakita naman ko episode 3.
Alright, sige, sige.
But so far, unsa may take nimo sa Rings of Power, like versus Hot D, like how are you digesting the show so far?
I think I could digest Hot D better, since I already know what's going on and then where it leads up to. But in this Rings of Power, there's a lot of things that I mean, I have not read the books, and then I heard the name Silmaril and then everyone's freaking out about this one, I bet. And then there's a lot of changes. I have no idea if it's part of the books or not, but there's a lot of things that I have no idea about when it comes to Rings of Power. I only know the big
When it comes
names.
to changes,
so, yeah.
what I understood was that ilang fast forward ang mga events niya so that it can all happen in a compact amount of time. So like kinda when Sauron emerges and then he's forging the rings or whatever, it's like they say that they sped up the timeline so that all of the events can happen quickly. And then but so far, like a lot of people have been pointing out how like accurate a lot of things are to the lore. Like,
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
like
nice.
katong we meet the father of Isildur sa episode 3, si Elendil, and then like Elendil knows how to speak Elvish, and then magingon siya, oh yeah, because like in our Hall of Lore, it's like taught to us, and then people are like getting pages from the Silmarillion and then going like, see, it's accurate, Murag. That's exactly what it's like, and then this is what Numenor is like, blah 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 blah.
Wow.
Yan.
Okay, so that's something they actually did something right, no?
Mm.
But part of the concerns for me right now is how Galadriel's story worked out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching the premiere, the first 2 episodes, and then yeah, I as I said earlier, she's always on a boat, and then where is she going with this one? And
Yeah.
yeah,
Ano man, it's like based on what I can understand from her arc, yeah, she's kind of always on a boat, like from episodes 1, and then even in 3, she's like, oh, it's another boat, and then like, I think her arc is going to be like, because nobody would listen to her, Bia, and she was so sure Jud that Sauron was still alive, so like, Morag, everything is slowly coming together for her, like Morag, see, I was right, so like I have to go, it's my sacred mission that like I have to expose like Sauron or whatever, and then like the elves don't want Sauron to be there, but they kind of know that like they kind of know it's incredibly possible that he's still alive, and then I think what I understood from the analysis was that they wanted to send Galadriel away because she would have destroyed herself just looking for Sauron. So like, it was for her sake. Ang katong murag weird elf na drink the Kool-Aid version of elves na
Yeah, isn't that the one, the son, what Frodo Baggins did sa ending sa Return of the King?
Yeah, that's exactly what happens to like Frodo. It's like
Yeah.
it's passage to elf heaven or whatever, and then like
It's also terrifying, like weird siyang nga idea of death ba nga, just staring at this. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Lagi
no?
boy?
Yeah, and then you just burn and then disintegrate.
Oh boy, you know what it's like?
That's crazy.
It's like the lighthouse.
Mm-hmm.
Like kanang murag, it's just. I imagine there's an alternate shot of that na si Robert Pattinson is just holding the light, and it's like
Yeah. It's very weird though. And then the moment that Galadriel like dropped out of that boat, I'm like wondering, how is she gonna make it back alive? Is she gonna swim all the way back?
Yeah.
Or is she gonna fast travel or something? Do you
Yeah.
have a map on you, Galadriel?
It's like
Do you have a fast travel button on you? Come
but
on.
what I understand, Bia, from like the Tolkien lore is that a lot of the elves' physicality is kind of super weird. So like, for example, si Legolas can't sink in the snow because he's like light biyang feet sa mga elves. That's why they don't leave tracks in the snow. Kay grabe kayo sila ka light. So, and then another weird thing from the books that I read is that when Legolas falls asleep, he doesn't close his eyes. His eyes are just open when Legolas is asleep, and then like murag makakita na daw ka na mag-visions daw siya in his eyes. I'm like, grabe ako weird.
Isn't that what happened? Isn't that what happened to Gandalf in Two Towers, was it?
No, I can't.
That he was asleep?
And then he sleeps with his eyes open. No,
Yeah, isn't that the one? Yeah.
I don't know, but I know that it's weird that Legolas does it. So when Galadriel jumped into the water, I was just like, I'm pretty sure it's
She can
possible.
make it out.
It's in the lore siguro that she can probably swim back. But
It's weird.
yeah, but no, ko
There's a
ba?
lot of questions.
Like,
what
but so
else?
far,
What's
are
on
you
mind?
enjoying it? But like, do you think it's very friendly? Like, do you think it's a nice introduction to the franchise, or like?
No, I think no. It's hard, like as a newcomer to the series, like if you have not watched any Lord of the Rings material at all, if you're watching this one, you would have no idea. But I guess this is built for like viewers who actually saw the movies, no? Like at least nasa lay familiarity ba? And then it also goes extends to the hardcore book readers because there's a lot of like layers in between. But yeah, it's complicated for me, a non-book reader, and I have watched the books. I have watched the movies, and I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, it's
Like why is Sauron still the villain? Like I thought we were going back to the Age of Elves nga, going war against Morgoth, and then they just ended it in the first 10 minutes sa kuwan. I thought that was the plan there.
no,
So
basta like
yeah.
if if you do like the research, you'll know that this series is supposed to end with the katong first war that happens in katong Lord of the Rings, the movies. So like we know that that's what it's building up to. That there's gonna be a grand army ni Sauron, and then Elendil, Isildur, they're gonna fight him, and then that's where Isildur is gonna get the ring.
Oh, alright. So it's gonna end with like, throw it to the fire!
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that?
It's gonna end with that,
Oh.
like that age. Nga na. So
I didn't know that. Nice.
yeah, so like para na ako, Jud, like the pilot niya is not very strong. It's just full of exposition na it's so boring na everyone is kind of just like talking to each other, and then like I had to watch it a second time because I fell asleep like padung sa end. But but by the second episode, it's like it's still introducing more characters, but the story is at least moving forward now, and I'm like, okay, I like these characters. I like these pre-hobbits. They're very fun, and then like it's like if hobbits in the original trilogy are all about living in the Shire, these hobbits are these Harfoots rather. They have to travel, and then their entire culture is based on just traveling. Like
Yeah.
we have to migrate. We have to like even the religion is like they pray to those who got left behind. May they catch up. May they may we see them again.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Yeah, but but so far, if I can like weigh it against Hot D, like mas clean ang fantasy niya sa mas pure ang elements of fantasy sa katong Lord of the Rings. It's like you can feel na we're going back to the source of kaning complicated like fairy tales lore, na complicated fantasy. And it's like it's pretty fun. Like sometimes makapoy man ka sa mas stress na ka sa complicated sa Game of Thrones, and how like everyone is just pitching now, why don't you marry your sister, like ingana. But like
I like Rhaenyra. Mono yun na ako agad. Like the reason, will to live na ako, Rhaenyra. Simp.
Friendship ended with Anya Taylor-Joy. Now Rhaenyra is my wife.
Now Rhaenyra is my weird-faced cutie girl.
Yeah.
So yeah, what else? Aside from Rings of Power and all.
Okay. To wrap up Rings of Power, like I think the show has a lot of great potential, and you can feel like when it comes to comparing it to House of the Dragon, grabe ang cinematography jud sa Rings of Power. I'm like,
the budget good, man.
It's
insane.
It's like you get to meet the orcs na in episode 3, and then like grabe ka intricate ang ilang tunnels that you're looking at it, and you can tell na this is not the volume from Mandalorian, because like people are interacting with sets, and like they made this set for this location lang, and there's
Lugi. The part I love the part where when Elrond went inside that mine sa Khazad-dûr. What's that one? That was Khazad-dûm. That was a really good shot, no? And then I know it's all CGI, but the way they build it up to that, and it opened into something like that.
And then like you get
crazy.
to see like it's answering like lore questions about like how do the dwarves plant inside the mountain if there's no sun, and then like they have like a moonbeam thing that they shoot like and then they aim it at the plants, and I'm like, that's so cool. Like ayusan eh. Like kana lang, it's like I'd say that the pilot is not very strong, but we'll see where it goes. Naluwi ko sa show niya kay anything like, even I think the movies already had the Tolkien purists just like hating it. So like they're back with kanang Sauron has returned hapon sa kanang
Is there a free folk version of Lord of the Rings somewhere? Are we gonna find it?
I don't know yet. It's like I know that the main like LOTR pages are all just about positivity, and they like to make fun of like the racists. Okay.
Like, where are the shitposting groups? Come on.
Yeah, like, and then like some are even like asking Neil Gaiman to be like, Neil, tell them it's wrong, and then Neil Gaiman is just like, here is a passage from the books where Tolkien said that the Harfoots were browner than the hobbits, and so like, get your racist ass out of here. I'm not your friend. Yeah, but Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. I like it.
Yeah.
Like Murashag, it's a nice it's a different creature from House of the Dragon, which I still like. But
Yeah.
it's really fun to watch like an elf get super sad. Now he has to cut a tree, and I'm like Murag. He's like whispering to the tree, and I'm like, forgive me. And I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna kill the tree. And then like the elves are making like, you cannot make us uproot this tree. This tree has been here older than you have, orc. And then the orc's like, oh boo, rip the tree apart. Like, anyway, it's super fun.
Yeah. Well, at least we're glad. We're glad, right? We're just happy that we have these two like fantasy IPs coming back and then giving us like the world that we've adored since it began.
Yeah, I'm not sure if
Narnia
ma-enjoy is new guys, but it's a real treat for people who enjoy the lore, and it's just fun to be back in Middle Earth. Anything before D23, something that's not Disney that they revealed is Glass Onion.
Oh yeah! Oh my god!
Glass
Dude,
Onion.
I'm just glad that Rian Johnson is back with this good old whodunit, right? Like, I enjoyed Knives Out. Like, it entertained me from beginning to end. Like, there's a lot of questions that were answered. There's a lot of there's a lot of unforgettable moments there, and I
but
enjoyed
the
it.
character work is like great. Like, even if the character is like useless, like you have the guy from Watchmen who's also still just a white supremacist, and like you have katong the hereditary mom who's kind of like this trashy in-law na murag, father no, like daddy, and then she's just mooching money off of him.
I think it's Chris Evans that had most of the screen time there, right?
Oh yeah,
and Ana de Armas. So it's basically the black sheep and the white.
Well, when the waifu is just right, you have Ana de Armas.
Yeah.
Like, and then it's like the story is engaging even after like the big reveal, and then towards the end, it's just like, ayusan nga salida eh. So when it comes to Glass Onion, like this time around, ang main character na daw is going to be katong si Kentucky Fried Detective, si Benoit Blanc.
Oh yeah, he's the main character now.
Yeah, because in Knives Out, he's more of the antagonist because he's like, because the protagonist is Martha Bea, and like and then she's trying to be innocent, but then see Daniel Craig is there to like, what do you know? I don't know how to do the accent. It's like,
he's just playing a detective.
Yeah.
He's just a detective, man.
Yeah.
And then in Glass Onion, right? We still have another ensemble cast.
Yeah,
which is really insane.
Yeah,
like there's who was it again?
You got Edward Norton, Dave Bautista, Janelle Monáe, si Agatha Harkness is in it, si Catherine Hahn, a bunch of other guys that I forgot. Basta star-studded cast with Daniel Craig.
Yeah, it's still star-studded. Yeah.
Si Jessica Henwick from Iron Fist is there. The Sand
Jessica
Snake.
Henwick. Yeah, she's getting a lot of roles lately, and I'm really glad. Yeah, she's getting more roles. Kay, she's the reason I stick to Iron Fist. Yeah, like to the very beginning and the end.
I know.
Like she's the reason why. Like this girl is hot.
Man,
Yeah.
she really
like
didn't
her.
go to Shang-Chi just to be in She wanted to be in a movie, like she chose a movie that flopped over being in Shang-Chi.
I mean, you wouldn't know. Like it's not like you would know.
She was in Matrix. She was Bugs.
Yeah, I know. She was in Matrix, and she played a bad role. No, like
I wouldn't
imagine
know.
Jessica Henwick as Shang-Chi's sister, probably. No,
Probably she would have been the sister, or.
Yeah.
Oh man, what, they turn her into Aquafina, the comic relief archer.
Yeah. Alright, anyway, moving on. So, Knives Out, Glass Onion.
Yeah, it's gonna be coming out this December, and like, lingaw na siguro ni. It's hopefully Netflix will give it a theatrical release, kay, cinema whatevs. And,
also, speaking of Netflix, we also have one thing we forgot to talk about. The new Cyberpunk Edgerunners.
Shit!
A TV show.
When does it come out?
Yeah, it actually comes out this week.
Oh,
So
no!
as of recording, it might come out this Friday.
Kakita ka
There's
sa...
a lot of things happening.
Did you see the Red Band trailer?
The what?
The Red Band trailer
Oh,
for
I've not
Edgerunners.
seen that one. I've
It
not
goes
seen it.
full on hentai. Someone like mura siya ganang jav na shot na you're surrounded by these robot ladies, and then like the Red Band trailer went as far enough to have a brief 1 second where like
Wow.
the POV is someone like jizzing into the robot lady. I'm like,
Oh,
Netflix, grabe
That's-
ako ballsy aning marketing eh.
yeah, that's Cyberpunk for you, bitaw.
Yeah.
And also they aligned it with the update for Cyberpunk as well. So sakto rin gud ang paghatag ni mo na ako,
Yeah.
right? I told you that.
I was
give
like-
that to me because I know an update is coming, Danny.
Both of us
Yeah.
were just like kanang I was just like ano ba, we were negotiating that Cyberpunk
Yeah.
is gonna get an anime, so I wanna play it. So it was like, can I have it? And you're just like, but give it back, right? And,
Cast it into the fire.
destroy it.
Yeah. But you know, it's cheaper now. You can get it for like almost less than like $10
Some people
probably
are selling
somewhere.
it for 700 or ilang baligya sa marketplace, but
Yeah,
it gets
so
bought
you can get it.
dayon. Like sa Shopee, it's like you can buy it for 1,000, I think.
Yeah, it's still a great purchase, man. Kay you're in it for the story, and you have a PS4
Liso
Pro,
siya.
so it's still great.
Liso siya console ba kay in the console when you play it, you're generally far away from the TV bill. But like there's so many tiny details in the menus that like I have to go to the screen, be a foot away from the screen just so I can fucking read the instructions. I'm like,
Yeah.
fucking
But
bullshit.
they're all flavor text. They're all flavor text, but it adds to the lore. But yeah, moving on from that one, Edgerunners is coming out this week, and yeah, we're looking forward to it. It's connected to the game.
Oh, shit.
There's a part in the game that the reason why because there's a part of the game that there's a huge abandoned mega building that we have no idea what's going on in the game. So they're gonna give answers to that in this Netflix show.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's it.
Na kasi the guy who becomes your best friend in the beginning of the game. That guy is awesome.
Jackie?
Yeah, I love that guy.
Yeah, Jackie is nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get it? Did you get to the end of that chapter or
No,
not?
I have not. It's like
Ah.
I played it for like a good hour, and then I realized that I really hate my male character, so I was like,
Why are
let's-
you playing a male V?
Yeah, I was like, let's just go back. It's like all the options are lame. I can't relate to this like weird looking dude na mura siyang henchman ni Jabba the Hutt, and then I was like, I'll go the Joshua route and get like a really pretty girl with like a huge ass penis, and I'm like,
Yeah.
this feels right. And then kind of I played it for like a good 5 hours, and then I had to wrap it up and give it back to you.
Aw. Nga na bitong, it's your fault you didn't start it
I know.
sooner.
It's because
Come on.
I played it right after that Red Band trailer for Cyberpunk Edgerunners dropped, and I was just like, "Oh shit, the game is hot. Let's go. We have to play it now."
Yeah. And we don't have to worry about the bug fixes and the performance issues now because it's all fixed.
Yeah.
And but unfortunately, they're gonna cancel the support for old consoles now. So
Oh fuck.
the DLC. Have you seen the DLC
Yeah,
news?
yeah,
There's
yeah.
a expansion coming, and it's never coming out on PS4 and the older Xbox One.
fine.
Yeah.
That's
So
okay.
RIP.
Yeah. Ano naman said, like, I know that there aren't that much bugs anymore, but the loading time is still ridiculous. Like, murag.
Yeah.
Maboard ka sobra, like when your character dies, and then you'll be just pissed off because you have to stare like a black screen for like a good like minute or 2 minutes. I'm like, kapuyan eh.
Yeah. How did you feel about getting out of that city for the first time? Getting out of your apartment. Have you been out of your apartment?
Yeah, it's like I immediately started fist fighting with robots, and then I was like,
That is nice.
let's go see all the arenas where you can do fist fights. And then there was this, I couldn't fight like the first arena where it's just like twins sila that decided they wanted to be one consciousness. I was like, that's funky, but for some reason they
Yeah.
didn't let me fight him because like gamay ra daw kayo kung level, and I'm like, damn.
There's a lot of it's really fun, but okay, there's a lot of tidbits there, side quests that actually mean something, and it's actually cyberpunky. But why are we talking about cyberpunk?
Yeah.
We're supposed to be.
It's it's
there's a lot of
Disney
things.
overlord sucking dick time.
Yeah.
It's like
Come
open
on,
wide.
yeah.
Here comes the D23.
Here comes feed the geeks, whatever. Come on.
You have been consumed.
Yeah. So D23. What are we expecting here? Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
What? Oh, so yeah.
It's like Star Wars. There's Marvel. Let's talk about none of those first, and let's go Percy Jackson. Everyone is like creaming their pants over like tiny Ryan Reynolds being Percy Jackson. Like,
is it good? I have not seen the trailer. Is it good?
it's okay. Like, but are you aware of Percy Jackson? Are you a Zoomer?
I know what it is. Like I know that.
How far did you get?
Back in
Like,
high school.
Did you read the books?
I read the first 2 books probably,
Wow.
and then I forgot about the rest.
Yeah.
There was another Percy Jackson, right? There was the Artemis. There was like the Greek one. There was the Norse one.
I have no fucking idea. I think you're talking about God of War.
No. That author. What's his name?
Rick
The author name?
Riordan.
Yeah, Rick Riordan has like another like mythology series that's not set in Percy Jackson, not Greek.
Yeah.
He has Norse and he has also
Oh man, he just
Egyptian shit.
He just
Like,
decided-
he's playing with history.
he just decided to take YA and then dump it into like murag. He sprinkled it into Greek mythology and then na siya established lore ato. So it's like
Yeah.
it's like taking the MCU of the ancient times and then just like
Whoa.
self-insert characters.
Well,
Hey,
but for its time, right? We know that YA genre is really like it's interesting. It got everyone going. Kay, we were so young at that time, and we love magic and all.
Yeah.
And then Hunger Games came out and ruined that. Yeah, everything.
no,
I mean, it
was-
ended everything.
Hunger Games was still pretty like it still had its teeth, and then like
No, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, Hunger Games was the peak of YA,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
everything died after that.
it was like the Divergent series came out and they didn't even bother to finish it. It was just like Divergent and then that Maze Runner guy, and then I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is just happening right now? And then they decided to cut
Mm-hmm.
it off. But Hunger Games is coming back with
Yeah, also.
with a prequel apparently.
Mm-hmm.
But asan na ta? Percy Jackson is, how I understand it, is basically like to contextualize it culturally. It's essentially the Harry Potter of the Zoomers. Kay, it's a monomyth or gihapon that you have your chosen one character and then he has 2 best friends, but this time si love interest jud ni Percy ang katong girl, unlike katong unsa na, si Harry ang nahimog murag third wheel ni Ron and Hermione. Like I don't know, like you were supposed to watch Percy grow in the series, just like Harry Potter. And they have their own
yeah.
like Hogwarts na it's a camp for mga half-blood na
Camp
demigods.
Half-Blood.
Like, it's not very clever, is it? It's very clumsy kind of wording. Like, wasn't there anything better to call it? Like, call it Hercules Camp or like Herculea or whatever.
Demigods.
Like, kanang, don't call it Camp Half-Blood. Like, murag, that was the placeholder on his board, and it's just like, let's just call it Camp Half-Blood.
So what are we expecting in terms of story here? Is it still set? Is it still book adapted
Yeah.
from the books? Like
Rick,
we're going back to the Lightning Thief?
yeah, Rick Riordan is more involved this time, and then what?
Oh, he's still alive?
Yeah.
My bad.
Well, he promised na okay, I'm going to be more involved now because like 20th Century Fox kind of butchered like the lore that I built around it, and like now he's doing it again, but this time Disney is doing it na they really are starting with a kid actor this time. Like, sorry ladies, like it's not the cutie Logan Lerman anymore, but like it's the child from that Ryan Reynolds Netflix movie, katong si, what was it called? You haven't seen that one where there's a Ryan
No.
Reynolds teams up with his baby self?
No.
But the Adam Project, that guy, that lead.
Mm,
so siya na si
alright.
Percy, and then like we're expecting if the series gets picked up every year, we're going to watch him grow every year, just like Harry Potter did with his year 1 to 7 sa Hogwarts.
That's nice. Like, did I read something that it's trying to replicate Harry Potter feels to Netflix's? Is it a Netflix show or Disney?
Yeah, it's a Disney Plus show.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So they want something Harry Potter like to
Oh yeah.
to Disney Plus.
But Netflix really fucked up because that Star Wars na IP nila, that Harry Potter IP that they could have had, that could have been Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like,
I'm yeah.
you're not an Avatar's fan? Di ka, ano?
What? I know Avatar. I'm a huge fan of Avatar.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
thought they were having a live action
yeah,
show
they're
coming.
making it live action, but ni exit si Michael De Martino and si Brian Konietzko. Okay, the creative difference is sila, so they left and then they went back to Nickelodeon, and Nickelodeon was like, fine, have your own Avatar studios. Now there's like 2 Avatar movies in the works, and well, the bridge with Netflix was burned, and I'm like, Netflix, you could have invested in that, but
Yeah.
I guess
too
they
bad.
have Stranger
Yeah.
Things, so like there's that, and then after Stranger Things, the Duffer Brothers will work on Death Note, so they're rebooting that too. But
Yeah.
Percy Jackson wise, like, I think ang sayop jud sa katong the movie version was like, dili nila gi-accept unsay kalingaw sa book where they modernized the gods. Like, in the movies, si Zeus, who's played by Boromir, is still like an armor-clad guy, and he still talks like in ancient English, but when you meet him in like the books, he's just like, he evolves with the world, so he's like wearing a suit, and like kanang when you meet Poseidon is just like mura siyag surfer guy ang iyang outfit in the books, but like they lost that characterization when it came to the movies, and they even
I forgot about everything
yeah,
from the movie.
I did, because like I was still pretty like butthurt. I did my research. I read the book right before I checked out the movie, and like a lot of this stuff that made the book interesting is kind of like dropped from here, and like nalain ko ni Chris Columbus because he directed the first Harry Potter ba, and I was like, the first Harry Potter is like solid na more like introduction into that world, but Percy Jackson, I was like, did you get bored halfway, or like no so many Chris Columbus, like, boo, I do not like this, but yeah, they're doing it again, and like hopefully, crossed fingers, the Zoomers will have their Percy Jackson for their age.
Let's hope the YA genre is still like relevant to them.
Okay, so Percy Jackson off the table. Gonna
Alright.
Pick a card, any card, Marvel or Star Wars.
Just go with Marvel. Come on, we don't have the time for Star Wars.
What
it's
do you
basically
mean?
cast Andor and Mandalorian, and yeah, we already know about that.
I thought that I would be just like excited about Star Wars right now, but it's gonna be a while before like all the shows are just nostalgia pandering na, and it's so sad. I am hopeful for Andor though, but like we'll get to that later. Fine, let's talk Marvel. There have been reveals for Thunderbolts, Secret Invasion. They dropped a new trailer for She-Hulk where Daredevil is there. If that gets your,
I didn't see that.
That gets your titties
I didn't see
wet.
that.
What else, Marvel? They're making a Captain America and Black Panther game. It's a triple.
Yeah. There's a.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also made by Amy Hennig from Uncharted.
No
so
way.
It's definitely good. So who knows? It might be a good game.
I thought she was
But
working on
it's
a Star
weird.
Wars.
Yeah, what's going on? Like, what's going on here? Why is she hopping off from one IP to another?
Did you see the reveal for Marvel's Werewolf by Night?
Yeah, what's that all about?
Yeah, I have no fucking idea, son. It's like, it's an old-timey movie. No, what is this? Is this directed by Taika Waititi? No, it's what we do in the shadows with Marvel.
Yeah, it's weird. But the thing that got me going was that got me hyped was the Secret Invasion.
Mm-hmm.
That trailer was hype, yeah, because I know that it's an ensemble of every like government political figures that we've known in the MCU so far.
Yeah, but
and they're here, and it really looks good. Like they're all-star casts, and I hope that they would actually redeem it sa writing and
because
the story.
yeah, because like na-disappoint ba ako sa katong Captain Marvel because like I know from the comics that the Skrulls are supposed to be like mga shapeshifters sila, so that's why they're really scary because like some of them are actually sleeper agents that they've been heroes this whole time, and then they had no idea they were Skrulls. So like revealed na lang nakalit. So and then in Captain Marvel, it's revealed that they're actually the victims of the Kree. So like a lot of people were like, "What? But Skrulls are also capable of being assholes. Like, why not?" Yeah. So I think
So they may change things here,
yeah,
right?
kay
Yeah.
we know that si Ben Mendelsohn, si Director Krennic from Rogue One, is like a good Skrull, and then he's working for Nick Fury, and I think we're gonna see more of that. And see, Emilia Clarke is playing a character from the comics though, where she's a Skrull who decides to side with Earth. So
alright.
so we don't know who the bad guys are here, but like there's that cool shot of I think see Krennic is like talking to the agency, and then everyone in the agency turns into the same person, and I'm like,
Yeah,
whoa,
that was
whoa,
cool.
what the fuck?
Yeah, I really hope it's giving the Winter Soldier vibes with all the political conspiracy and drama, ba, no?
Yeah.
I want that to happen. Like I don't want Ben Mendelsohn is gonna quip for sure, but for Samuel L. Jackson, stop quipping. Act, do your thing.
Like he's gonna
Olivia Colman.
Oh yeah, see The Favorite is in it. I'm like,
Yeah,
wow.
imagine Olivia Colman quipping in a Marvel movie, So, oh my God, come on. So I guess that's it for me.
I just like I really sad jud ko na wala na dayon ang Solo na Star Wars story because I really like the character, and like I really liked Emilia Clarke in Solo, and I'm like at least she's still working with Marvel, and like at least like while Hot D is out there like kanang dominating Twitter, like the Mother of Dragons is like the Mother of Skrulls now. Like we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
We also have Thunderbolts,
yeah,
right?
but see
And
Florence Pugh, no? Like she's just this was all just an elaborate ruse kanang iyang fight with Olivia Wilde.
Olivia Wilde.
It was just a
So
ruse.
basically, the main enemy here in Thunderbolts is Olivia Wilde, the main villain.
It's like not even a character played by Olivia Wilde, but Olivia Wilde, the actress,
Olivia Wilde,
played by I don't know Phoebe Waller-Bridge or someone.
I guess we're too late when it comes to the memes, right? But it was fun while it lasted, no?
Yeah.
Like how Harry Styles spat on Chris Pine, and then everyone on Twitter was like raving all over it. They edited a lot of things. Like there was one part where you CGI nila si Harry Styles carrying a goat and then threw the goat on Chris Pine's lap, and then Chris Pine was looking at it, and then all right, that was good. That was good, like CGI there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty stupid, and
Yeah.
the memes were fun.
Yeah.
The memes were fun.
And it was like everyone was just old Hollywood is back, nature is healing, because everyone is just
Yeah.
coming up with terrible stories about people. And then like see Florence Pugh was like fine, and then she was just I think she didn't talk to Olivia Wilde at all, but like she was very professional about it, I guess. And a lot of people really liked her performance, but they don't want to praise the movie too much because the train right now is hating on Olivia Wilde. But
And it also like it didn't get any good reviews. It's not the best rated product right now. So and it's imagine like DC banking on that one.
Yeah.
Like there's only Warner Brothers. I mean, you only have 2 movies that they believe that's gonna break even this year. So good luck with that.
yeah. Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
going back to Thunderbolts, like, do you like the roster? Is it like fun for you? The characters they brought back.
Yeah, I guess it's fun. Like I have not seen their dynamics anywhere from one. We know that they're problematic people, so I want to see how this goes in the show.
Yeah, parang ako, it's like the roster is fine for me. I'm happy that David Harbour is coming back, but there are kind of 3 Captain America knockoffs in the team, and it's Red Guardian, U.S. Agent, and Winter Soldier. And they're deciding to bring back Taskmaster, Namorag. She was one of the weakest things about the Black Widow movie, Namorag.
Yeah.
Yo, Taskmaster is she was a reluctant participant in that thing, and you want to bring the character back. It's not gonna be what are you gonna do? Make them a funny, quiet type, and then but character-wise, it doesn't work. Nah, she should be
They're
getting
probably
help.
gonna turn her. They're gonna turn her into a Black Noir kind of thing.
Oh yeah,
you know?
mo lagi na akong guess na murag. All of you have been shit except you, Taskmaster. You're doing great, and then hilom lang siya.
Except you, noob. Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. So there's a lot of mysteries about with Thunderbolts, but the casting is nice, and we're just glad we're seeing them back.
Yeah,
again.
it's the chemistry between the characters is great, no doubt, and see U.S. Agent, I actually like his character, Morag. Mas naa siya commentary, if Sam Wilson, Captain America, had something to say about American racism and the history of African Americans, U.S. Agent is mura siyang pseudo Punisher na murag. He's talking about the military and their experience and how they're being treated na murag. I was just doing what you guys told me. So murag, okay, yeah, that's also a very interesting POV for him. And ang ako naka sad is the roster isn't very diverse when it comes to powers, and a lot of people are also saying this kay I kind of wish they had one of them should be a magic user, or kanang people were hoping that Abomination would be back, murag, so they'd have that Hulk level no bruiser, but they don't. So everyone is essentially just super soldier, and then katong si Hannah John Kamen who can phase through walls. So yeah. And then I have Julia Louis-Dreyfus is there, but I think she's just white Amanda Waller.
Or just another Samuel L. Jackson, a Nick Fury kind of thing.
It's just because I imagine this movie is the anti-Avengers, so they'd want it to be that colorful as well, and then the dynamic is kind of changed because they're all quote unquote bad guys. Besides Thunderbolts, what else?
We also got a snippet from the Marvels, right? And I like it. We got Eamon Villani. We got who's that? Brie Larson, right? So the major
that?
plot, no, I mean the major plot in the Marvels, right, is they're swapping bodies, and they're gonna find out what the fuck is going on here.
What's gonna happen?
It's
they swap bodies.
It's basically like a Freaky Friday version of the MCU. Isn't that that's what happened to the end of Miss Marvel, right? She transformed into Brie Larson.
No, I think what happened was they, because they teased me out that the bangle had another half, and I think they don't swap bodies, but they swap locations. So
swap locations. Yeah.
So where
My bad.
where Captain Marvel ends up, that's Miss Marvel's gonna find herself somewhere in space, and it's gonna be fucked up for her. But
yeah, it's weird. Yeah, and yeah, that's it.
I don't really know, Morag. I really didn't like Captain Marvel. As a movie, I didn't feel that it was strong enough when it came to developing her character, and I really want to make this sound it really isn't coming from a place of I hate Brie Larson and it's the woke agenda once again, but honestly,
yeah, there were a lot of problems. Yeah,
but the only news I got from Miss Marvel was that Brie Larson had an interview where she seemed exasperated about playing Captain Marvel because someone asked her na, how long do you plan to play Miss Marvel? And then Captain Marvel, and then Brie Larson was just I don't know. Do people want me to come back? She was she was an angry girlfriend na murag, you're just asking her, hey baby, what's wrong? And she's I don't know. Is there something wrong? Maybe something's wrong. I don't know.
I mean, maybe she's she's a feminist figure, so she probably knows what's up. No, she knows how to handle that, and she's been through shit.
But Usahay, I really think that people are just gonna be like that monkey from Nope and Snap, Murag. Like,
Oh, that's scary.
grabe,
That's scary.
like, because she's like a lightning rod of toxic men, and then whenever like someone sees her happy, like they have like 3 hours of content to like post about, oh, she's ruining everything, and like I'm pretty sure she wants to live in a kind of world where those people don't exist. Okay, like it makes being online kind of a hassle, siguro.
Even her recent post on Twitter was all about she was like trying to taunt the trolls. Like there was a post with Iman Villani, there was a photo shoot sa Tanan with the Marvels.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
her and then bring it in trolls or whatever. So yeah, she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
And the comment sections are like bruh, and then everyone's like, my brother in Christ, they're talking about you. It's crazy.
Oh man, they should just add She-Hulk to it, and then everyone will be like, ah, fuck!
Yeah. Also, She-Hulk is very She-Hulk is very self-aware, right?
Yeah.
Like there in the recent episode, she was like, Twitter's gonna go crazy all over this.
Kasi si Madisynn, but with two
Yeah.
N's and a Y, but it's not where you think.
yeah. And she spoiled me with The Sopranos, so
Oh yeah,
fuck
boy!
that.
I was so pissed
Like-
off. I was just,
Oh.
I was happy. I was watching like, is Wong watching The Sopranos right
Oh.
now? And then
Oh.
si Madisynn just goes on, oh, did you know that Tony kills this guy? It
Yeah,
was so
they're just
sad."
casually
Ooh.
dropping spoilers
I was
there.
like, yo, bitch.
Like, come on, it's an asshole thing to do, Marvel. It's not like we still have plans on watching it. Okay,
It's like,
after The Wire,
yeah.
maybe.
After The Wire and Oz, probably all this
Yeah.
TV kino that's just lined up. Thanks
or
a lot.
Mad Men, who knows?
Mad.
Yeah, it's a lot of things to watch, but yeah,
But lingaw
Well-
lingaw ang She-Hulks. Like, I really love it.
yeah, it's fun. It's fun. But we're gonna talk about that probably when Titania shows up on
Yeah,
the
like,
next episode.
It's
Who
already
knows?
halfway through naman, so the show's like, at the half point. And
Yeah.
other Marvel stuff that got revealed. I think it's Star Wars time. I think it's Glupshido time.
Are we gonna talk about Star Wars? It's basically Cass Andor and just the Mandalorian. Why are we making fuss out of that?
I don't know. It feels like we have to talk about it. But I think, yeah, very. I don't know. Like, what. Are you still interested in The Mandalorian? Or, like, how do you feel about it?
I guess I'm looking forward to it because I enjoy Baby Yoda, probably. Like,
Did you just.
but what's like? Why am I still invested in that story? Like, where is it leading up to? Like, what's the big catch here?
It's kind of. I think what they want to do is, like. It's gonna be like a war for Mandalore. Na murag. Si Pedro Pascal has to pick between the cultists who are like, you showed your face to people, you're no longer a Mandalorian, versus like katong si Katie Sackhoff, who's just like those cult people are the reason nagbongkag ang atong Earth, and you trust them ingana. And I'm like, okay, I guess that's where it can go, but the thing about The Mandalorian is it's kind of started to depend na on my excitement for the Clone Wars. Na, like, I really don't care about the Siege of Mandalore. Like, a lot of people online are like, they get their dicks really, really hard for it. Like, oh my god, it's a 6-second shot of the Siege of Mandalore. And I'm like, so? Like, I like...
Isn't that a flashback scene?
Yeah, there are flashback scenes about it, but I'm like, I really don't want to get hyped up for something like that. And they're like, I'm pretty sure they don't want to keep doing it na episodic na siya. So like, I guess I'm excited. Maybe the storytelling will evolve now, but like we could be looking at a war for Mandalore now, and then there's like all these different Mandalorians. But like, I'm afraid na it's going to depend on how much I like the Clone Wars, or like how much of it I've watched, and because that's kind of the annoying thing about Book of Boba Fett. It was like a lot of it was just depending on how much you like Mandalorian, and also like katong si Cad Bane. Like I don't care about this character at all. He shows up in the last episode, and then you're just telling me he's important. Like murag, that I don't want to do my research to enjoy this arc. Like, that's not how this should go. But
Glup shito moments, right,
Yeah.
in Star Wars.
oh my god.
But I'm actually looking forward more on the Cass Andor show because that's the one where there's like actual politics there now. Like I don't want to go with my force field, whatever the fuck your war is going on. I want conversations. I want diplomatic bullshit
I
going
want
on. I
Baron
want
Harkonnen.
Coruscant again.
Baron Harkonnen is
Baron-
in it.
Oh god,
He's
Baron Harkonnen
like,
is there. So
my Death Star, my Dune, and then
yeah. So I'm looking forward to that one. Yeah.
And it's, I think ano jud siya, like, I think they want to market it like it's okay. This is an adult show this time. Like all the politics and stuff, like. There's no like weird kooky character in it that's going like, well, that just happened, or like that sounded better in my head. Like,
dude, you have no idea. This is Disney we're talking about.
Yeah.
There's probably gonna be some guy out there, a quipper in that show.
yeah,
Who knows?
I mean, see, Alan Tudyk is gonna show up again. He's gonna reprise Kato as Obia in the show, but I have a feeling he's gonna be there last episode na lang, or like last few episodes.
He's back as K2SO.
Yeah, he's coming back.
No, that is nice. Yeah.
But so far the series has just been like from the director of Born Legacy, and I'm like, they're marketing this for adult people now, like more.
Let's hope. Yeah.
Right? This is for the adults who are like, I'm so tired of all this childish stuff, but it's still Star Wars. But can I just have a thingy that's for me? And
yeah. So who are the major players in Andor? So there's Andor. There's are we gonna see Organa here?
Maybe. Kay, it's like it's transitioning Judsha from the Republic to the Republic to the Empire. So if you see the troopers, they're still clone troopers, like Revenge of the Sith clones pa sila, and like besides Andor, it's like origin story sa siya ni Mon Mothma, like katong the lady with the I know you know she's Moira from Overwatch. See, build them a hoax. She surrendered to my will. Very deep.
Yeah, I know Moira. I know who Moira is, but I have no idea. She's a Star Wars character.
Yeah,
Come
she's
on.
Mon Mothma. Kato si. Okay, it's like it's too. You probably
You're glup
would've get
shitowing
the
right
line.
now.
I'm sorry.
You're glup
I'm sorry,
shitowing right now.
I just shitowed some glup over here.
Yeah. So I saw. Are we gonna get who's the black guy? The political guy.
Yeah, may si
Whittaker.
Si the last
Lazy
king
Eye.
of Scotland. Si Forrest Whitaker. Si Saw Gerrera.
Forrest with Saw Gerrera is gonna be there.
I'm
so
excited.
so these are gonna be key players in dealing with the Death Star. So we're not gonna see Jyn Erso, right? Until
probably
Rogue One pa.
probably a baby Jyn Erso. Like we might see a young Jyn. Okay.
Okay. So really nice. Really
Yeah,
nice.
I'm excited for it. Like, but I'm still cautious. Like Morag, what the fuck? What if this is another one for them? Like, oh, this guy's in it. Oh shit! I'm crying right now. Glup Shitto's in it. Like, I can't believe like it made me feel things because Glup Shitto is here. I'm in tears. Like, what a Jesus Christ.
Who's gonna be a potential villain here? Like, who's the major player for being the villain here?
I think it's that like Imperial lady who is like in the white robe, Rasad. I think it's her. Like, I think she's gonna be the villain. Maybe maybe we can see like a pre-Vader, like a pre-Obi-Wan Vader. Like, I'm not sure, but I think it's fine if wala siya. He doesn't need to show up. But
we could also, but it's really hard to get Tarkin back, right, with the CGI involved. But we might get him back probably.
Yeah,
right?
maybe.
He's gonna be a major figure. Probably.
Yeah, if you ask me, Jude, like the Tarkin from Rogue One, it's like he looks fine. The bad CG in Rogue One for me was Leia. It was like, that's a weird face. But si Tarkin was just like, chef's kiss. I like this. Like, I know that he's dead, and a lot of people weren't able to tell. But it's like, it's a PS2 cutscene, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Murag,
Are we getting Skippy McDippy as well?
si Skippy McDippy. No, I heard Skippy
Yeah.
McDippy is in Secret Invasion. Like,
Oh, right.
he's gonna show up at the last second and go, I'm Skippy McDippy. And
There's
then,
also a lot of there's a lot of Marvel things to talk about. Right? We didn't even get the chance to talk about Assassin's Creed.
oh shit, fuck.
But-
Oh fuck, we do.
but-
Like, Murag, I'm so sorry. I promise we'll talk about, let's,
We'll save it for another episode.
no, come on, Third,
Uh,
come on. Assassin's Creed Mirage.
No,
wait,
we
I got
already-
the perfect transition.
we already have.
No, I got the transition. Guy
What
Ritchie said
transition?
he's going to direct the Aladdin sequel. He signed up for it. Speaking of Aladdin, Aladdin's Creed Mirage.
Assassin's Creed. Yeah, we have Aladdin's Creed Mirage, which is set in Baghdad, right?
Yeah.
And it's nice.
Yeah.
It's going back to the series' roots.
But-
And
I was
that's
like,
probably
this
how
is-
we end the episode.
I was like, but this looks just like Aladdin. He's like in that one where he steals a thingy, and then all the guys are looking for him, and then he sings one jump
No.
ahead of
I mean,
one.
it's basically a callback to like the old Assassin's Creed game, the first game, set in Damascus. So yeah, it's pretty much sharing the same themes all over, but this time it's bigger and better.
Yeah,
now.
honestly,
But
like when you asked me, like which Assassin's Creed have you played? I was gonna tell you none Assassin's Creed. Like it came out.
what? No way.
It came out PS3 times, and I didn't have a PS3. And like when it came to PS4, all the Assassin's Creed games were all mga just open world, explore everywhere, and I'm just like, I'm not touching that. I really don't want to be a Valhalla right now. Like Morag, that sounds complicated as hell.
Yeah. I mean, the problem right now with the new Assassin's Creed games is that it's bigger, it's better, but that's not the case. The series excelled when it comes to their storytelling and their historical accuracy, even though it's not really that accurate. But I'm glad right now with Assassin's Creed Mirage, it's going back to its roots, and we're going back to a less RPG-fied gameplay.
Thank
So there's no
God.
more. It's not a numbers game anymore. So we're actually dealing with story here. So we're
Yeah.
actually doing assassinations. We're hiding in the shadows again. Finally,
Yeah, there's.
we're not going. We're not calling Odin's name and then going rampage
Oh my
all
God,
over.
I swear, like Morag, I was just researching on that game, and then it was like things like you can customize your own village, and I'm like, am I?
Yeah.
Is this still a secret society that he's part of?
It's a Sims. Yeah, it's basically Assassin's Creed Sims or Animal Crossing right now. So, yeah, that's the thing with Assassin's Creed. And aside from that, they have a lot of projects in line for Assassin's Creed as well. They have the Netflix show coming, which is coming out next year.
No, with
Yeah.
no more Michael Fassbender.
Nah, no more. Yeah, it's an adaptation of the first game.
So
it's
si Ezio na
so
ni.
who knows?
Si-
No, it's Altair.
Oh my God, Altair. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
and
I only know
we
Ezio.
also have Ezio is the big guy. He's like the more popular one. We also got another Assassin's Creed set in China, which
What?
ironically, for some reason, it's a mobile game, so they know their target audience, and they know the Chinese are so good with their mobile devices. So yeah, have this Assassin's Creed game set
Oh my
in China.
God.
Go climb the Great Wall of China there, and then do
Do
your
you
thing.
think?
We might. What?
Do you think there's ever gonna be an Assassin's Creed like Manila or something? No. No.
Oh, that's something.
By
I'm
the
looking
end of
forward
it,
to,
like
man.
you'll assassinate Ninoy Aquino, like in
No.
the photos. There's a
Yeah,
dude in a hood.
who
na
knows?
naka-
Yeah. Who knows? But there's a possibility, bitaw. You know, we might be getting an Assassin's Creed game set in
Southeast Asia?
the Revolution. No.
Ooh.
We could have there's a possibility. I mean, it's not gonna probably happen,
Yeah.
but it's a great historical backdrop to talk about our historical historical's death during the Spanish.
Oh yeah, I guess that
yeah.
because you include Spanish na because Assassin's Creed has like delved into kanang Spanish
Yeah.
history. So you can put someone in the Philippines and then they'll be just like more mga like, oh yeah, you can put
It's a
them
Filipino. It's actually a Filipino assassin, and then we get to meet the KKK. We get to meet Percy.
there. I'm just like,
and
okay,
then-
go on. More Filipino history
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, dude, it's actually possible. I'm thinking about this one. Like, I swear, if they do this, that's gonna be great. And then I know that Pinoys are gonna eat the shit up.
Oh,
And then they
yeah.
might talk shit, and then but it's actually possible. There's historical players here with Jose Rizal.
Gomborza.
Yeah,
like
we might
it's
know
rife
that, right?
with NPC potential, and then you can probably have like
I
a
know.
basketball minigame in it where like
Yeah.
the
Why?
Katipuneros play basketball. I think that's a
Yeah.
thing because it's so embedded into our culture.
KKK. Did I say KKK? KKK was right. KKK is the one, right?
Yeah, it's
Isn't that what?
yeah, it's.
Oh, yeah, I know.
See, Andres Bonifacio, you got that character.
Yeah, I know.
You
It's-
got.
I have a different KKK in mind.
Oh my God.
And
Yeah, hey.
hey, one last thing as well. They're also building up. There's also another Assassin's Creed game coming, which is codename Hexe. It's taking place during the witch hunts, and it's
Whoa.
interesting. It's looking very interesting. Like, how are they gonna integrate this supernatural, like cryptid mumbo jumbo in an Assassin's Creed game? So,
If
who
it's
knows?
gonna be witch hunts, I think they'd want to focus on a woman character this time. Is Assassin's Creed
yeah,
like
that would make sense.
like not by women sa Assassin's Creed, or is that just like a new thing lang that they
Yeah.
added? Okay.
Yeah, there's a woman character. There's a lot of protagonists that are women now in Assassin's Creed, in Valhalla and Odyssey.
No, not
and...
one that you can pick between, but like canonically in the like hard lore niya.
Oh yeah.
No, as a J
there
women
was one.
members.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of women characters and actual playable characters in Assassin's Creed Liberation, which was taking place during
French Revolution.
I think no, it took place in America during it took place in a swamp during the war
Wow.
during the world I
Civil War.
forgot that. Yeah, with America Civil War. Yeah. It's basically about freeing the slaves there. It's a slave trade in
Okay.
in
Yeah,
a plantation
Civil War.
something. So yeah.
Okay,
So, yeah,
yeah,
that's
because I
probably
heard that like Murag, that raspy voiced Indian lady from Creed Mirage, and I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, hey,
Yeah,
she's
Shori
here.
Agdashlu.
Yeah.
yeah.
I was like, I like her voice.
So she's there.
Yeah, she's one of the assassin. she's the assassin mentor. Oh.
Yeah, and also the live stream, the Twitch stream was like, oh my god, her voice sounds so cool. And then,
Oh man.
do you know the emoji? Like it's a creaming emoji. A dude like looking at he's having an orgasm. So whenever she speaks, Twitch would like flood that one.
Yeah,
on there.
oh,
But
I'm happy
there's a lot
to
of
see
potential.
that she's getting appreciated.
Yeah. She's an Oscar award winner, so
Is she?
she should be in
For
more.
what?
Yeah.
X-Men: The Last Stand.
Fuck you.
She was-
She won. I think it was a Indian movie.
Oh,
I don't know
man.
what that is, but yeah.
Oh, now I have to check.
Yeah. What
Okay.
else?
Well,
But that's basically.
that was Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
we
you
got
got-
it
you
in
got me
5 minutes.
talking.
I got you.
Yeah, you got me talking, you fucker. We were supposed to move on, talk about this in the next episode, but here you
Oh,
go.
you wanted to do it next
Want me to talk
episode
about?
because we were like
No.
we got
Yeah.
lost in the
It's fine.
D23.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Uh,
Yeah, well, that's been
probably it.
FTG 41. Like, damn,
Mm-hmm.
like, grabe how Disney today, like, we didn't even discuss all the other shit they had, like Disenchanted with Amy Adams, and like,
Oh yeah, fuck.
like we
Yeah.
could, we had no time.
We're getting older.
It's like,
Yeah, we
just-
got no time.
but you know, we'll be here to talk about more stuff next week. Maybe we'll catch up on the things that we didn't talk about this week, but. Yeah, in 2 weeks we have the Andor premiere that we can like gear up for, and
Mhm.
next week, what's happening?
And
next
the
week?
Edgerunners, the Cyberpunk
Oh yeah, by
Netflix show.
Edgerunners.
We're gonna talk
we
about
can
that.
see that, and then Love and Thunder is. Did you? I don't know.
Love and Thunder. Love and Thunder had an updated picture of the black kid,
Yeah,
so
patch
he's
update.
better now on the Disney Plus version, probably.
I don't know. They still say it's worse. Yeah. Anyway,
Still so
yeah.
weird.
Thanks for listening, guys. And this has been FTG 41
This has been Thirdy.
and Bayani. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.